Is it enough to get across the two-time world champion, though? I don't know. Game. Let's find out.
I need to see, just like they need to get the download, I need to get the download.
We're here, though, guys. Grand Finals, Loris versus Hughes, our 2 South American qualifiers for the Royale. Duking it out here. Loris needs, of course, 2 set wins in order to win this tournament. Hughes, 1 of padding.
Yeah, we do double elimination around here. So, of course, Loris does need to win a best of 5 2 times to be able to be the winter champion.
Mm-hmm. And we're starting this out slow. I think this is good, right? Like, again, you said, let's talk to me after this first game. Maybe we can kind of realign ourselves, figure out where Loris might be at, figure out where this matchup might be at. Taking this one slow, I think, is the right way to go about it, especially when you have face down Hughes plenty of times before.
Yeah. Boom, whiffing on the D-light. And the signature. Hughes is going to get underneath it with the recovery. He can get the starter, but not being able to catch that dodge yet. Loris has stayed out of danger for the most part.
These soft platforms have been putting in so much work as well, especially when Hughes wants to patrol the ground with the greatsword to try to just catch a landing. Loris can now just option over to some of the platforms. It looked like he was going to position that way as well. Drifts over right there. It saves him for another situation.
They're out. Switching back over the sword. Going to try and hunt down the knockout here. Loris, of course, doing the same. Has that edge guard. And got the recovery.
Not enough, not enough. Next one.
Not quite enough. And Hughes is able to get back to the ground, but that is going to be enough. Loris is going to go ahead and strike first, taking that stock away from Hughes. See how long it's going to take for Hughes to go ahead and clap back.
Any damage is good damage, like we said. And yeah, Loris immediately spending 1 to 2 jumps to just kind of go over the top of Hughes, make sure that there's nothing there for Hughes to find on the greatsword specifically. I'm wondering if Hughes adjusts to this by swapping over to the sword in later stocks. There we have it here. This is just recovery now.
Yeah, looking for that knockout. There it is. Interested to see if he swaps back over, and he is, going to stay on greatsword.
Okay, and once again, I mean, Loris using these side platforms as kind of like hallowed grounds, right? Like, I'm safe up here for now. You have to commit at least a jump or 2 if you're Hughes to come up and challenge me in these positions. And especially on greatsword, you're a little bit weaker in the skies, so I can win in a lot of these exchanges.
Nice stare from Loris. Swapping back over the spear. It has definitely been working out for him so far. See if it's going to give him the range that he needs to be able to deal with this greatsword. Hughes, though, looking good on that edge guard, taking him all the way back over to the other side of the map.
Okay, good idea from Hughes, trying to use all of the available space that he had. Loris over the top with that pogo once again, but I think Hughes has started to catch on to it now.
And that is what defines champions, that ability to adapt, and he's doing it very quickly. Loris, though, if he can get down to ground, be able to get a weapon drop, Hughes did a great job of starving him out. Oh, but the tables have turned as he fumbled the starve, and now Loris has a weapon, Hughes right back to greatsword, though.
Okay. Yeah, and this is where, again, these matches start to run away from you unless you can find the stock now. Now Hughes kind of flipping the situation on his head, says you have to come up and hard commit to me when I'm on some of these side platforms. If we're on the ground, this is where I thrive.
Doing a great job of chipping away at this final stock of Loris. Possible 2-stock situation. That's not going to be enough force to be able to confirm the knockout. Loris swapping back over to the little sword, regular sword. Normal sword?
Normal sword.
Normal sword?
Yeah, little sword. And this is, Loris finally said, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to press the button first, right? Because at that point, you know that you're just waiting for Hughes to whiff a move, go for something that's a little bit too aggressive, and then you find your easy conversion. Loris gets this one, already in red, though. This is a tough position to be in.
Yeah, it really is, especially with no weapon in hand. There we go, sword versus sword. Loris, okay, nice little 3-piece, being able to put some damage, but it might be too little too late, because Hughes, literally a recovery should get the job done. Can he fish it out with the D-light?
Okay, Loris playing this so carefully, though.
Oh, wait. Can we get a gimp off stage?
Starting to find some nickels and dimes to come through. Maybe making a whole dollar
maybe even a
soon
quarter,
enough.
bro.
Loris waiting for the whiff punish. Okay, Hughes also so patient, right? Like, even though he has lost so many neutral interactions in a row, he's barely pressed an attack in any of these positions. Waiting for Loris to just mess up. That's the first real attempt at a KO. Hughes couldn't find it. Loris off stage now, gets the edge guard he's looking for. Is it going to be ground pound? No.
Both these guys trying to find the perfect opportunity. That's not going to be enough either, but it did disarm him. Can he find his way back up? And he does.
Oh, no.
Great sword in hand.
Great sword's here. Great sword's here. Loris.
But it doesn't matter.
Off stage again.
Oh,
you
no.
have to win in the air exchange now if you're Loris. This is just a recovery. This could be just practically anything for you. Okay, the weapon throw it somehow finds
with
it.
a dare.
Out of all the moves that Greatsword could go for, it's the one that seems the least optimal, but is perfect for the situation. Hughes steals that game away after what felt like eons of him getting outplayed last stock.
That last stock lasted an absolute eternity. Nail biter the entire way that we're going to see here this final knockout in game number 1. It brings him over to finish up with a dare. That is the chef's kiss, as they say.
Wow, what a first game. So I think we got, to your question that you asked at the start of the set, Slow-Mo, I think we got a lot of good information. Although Loris didn't win this first game, I like that we're going to Air Temple instead, right? Maintain some of the side platforms. That macro position has been working out for Loris, it seems.
Ooh, keeping things pretty close here. I'm really liking the offstage work from Hughes on this greatsword, though. I mean, it's such a scary weapon when he's on the ground, but being able to shake everything up when you're in the air as well is working very well in his favor. Ooh, recovery up from Loris, looking for another one, can't find, does get the landing, no follow-up off of it though. Hughes settling back down. Trying to fish out a D-light into recovery, I would assume.
Once again, patient play, I love it, But okay, Hughes correctly waited out the dodge, didn't pull the trigger on recovery, gets the Sarah instead, and that should be first stock potentially. Actually able to touch. Okay, Loris another shot here on this first stock, but I mean, this is just one singular move from Hughes getting first strike. And there it is.
There it is, yeah, absolutely. That Sarah is going to go ahead and finish that up. He's sitting in orange. Loris has got a little bit of work to do to tie this back up to be able to get Hughes in the knockout range.
And once again, this is elimination side Loris, right? So every single game loss matters so much more, knowing that if you want a chance at winning this tournament, you have to do an entire another set against Hughes.
Especially after the grind that he's gone through to get here.
Oh, yeah. Recovery, a bit of a get off me, but a little awkward position. Kind of lost his wallet for a second, looking for a weapon spawn to come through. This is where Hughes could potentially extend this lead, and look at that.
Racks have so much damage so quick. Oh, okay. Weapon throw is going to go ahead and get the job done there. I didn't think that was going to hit him.
Yeah, that was a force throw for sure. Okay, Loris still playing from behind. Bit of a weapon starve. Hughes kind of meandering around unarmed, able to pick up regular sword. Okay, yeah, let it rock. Why not?
Oh, no.
Wait, never mind.
Loris.
I can't believe Loris got back. I actually cannot believe that Loris was able to make it back there.
I have to take, I wonder if we take a look at that, because I almost wonder if Hughes saved him.
Okay, off stage again, weapon throw, no dodge. So Hughes, tries to just end it early with the recovery way off stage. But once again, this is the same exact position. Sarah can just KO outright in a good spot. Recovery just KOs outright. I mean, even just the end light there into the weapon toss is enough to just do it. And the recovery off the top will find the second stock for Hughes. Loris playing really far behind now.
He is, and I'm just kind of watching the progress through these two games. I'm just watching Hughes get better and better and better and better in this matchup.
I mean, this is one of the things that I'm noticing from a big picture, bird's eye view. Loris did such a good job in game 1 at leveraging soft platforms, landing on them, and forcing Hughes into spending jumps to engage in certain situations. Really has not been doing that as often or at all, really, in this game number 2.
You're absolutely right. Hughes with the unarmed attack. Switching over to sword.
Landed back on the ground as well, notably, so Hughes covers pretty much everything in the book at this point. Wow, even the gravity cancel off stage into the recovery. Barely not enough, but I mean, this is, again, a light breeze at this point is enough to find the stock.
Can he keep the pressure, keep him off stage? Loris knows, going to find a reversal, a hope, and a prayer, and a weapon toss is going to go ahead and confirm that stock. But Loris is bleeding very, very heavily.
Can you maintain the weapon starve is one thing, right? No. And it's looking like you can just get the stock unarmed. Hughes one singular game away from becoming South America's champion, the first one of esports year 10.
Look, I'm gonna be real. This is a great set so far, but Loris, I'm gonna need you at least to take a game or two. I need to see some more action in this grand finals. This cannot be a 3 and out. I will be disappointed.
I mean, let's see. I think we're looking at some of the stage strikes here. It seems like Small Fortress and Western Air Temple are still open. I was going to say go to Small Fortress, right? Like, you don't have the varying heights on the platforms, and you can still go back to the well of Game 1 strategy that seemed to work pretty well for Loris.
Okay, this is the Lores I know. This is the Lores I know. We're bringing out the Kaina. We're ditching the sword. We're going to swap it over for bow.
Back to the roots.
We are back to the roots, the level 100 Kaina.
Is it enough, though, for 3 straight games against Use? I really don't know.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. I'm just keeping it 100. No, probably not. But it could turn the tide a little bit. And it does force Use to where he has to adapt all over again.
Sure.
Now you got a new legend, a new weapon in his face, and he has to go ahead and make that download all over again. It's just a matter if Lores can get enough time to be able to capitalize anything off of that before Use adjusts yet again.
Okay, Lores going way off stage, though. Okay, that's off the wall. Still not wanting to pull the trigger quite yet. Spends an arrow, trying to get Use on an early stock. Catches it, not enough. Oh, it is enough. That seemed really close.
That was weird. Like, he slowed down over on the side, and like it didn't look like it was going to be enough, and then just here comes the knockout animation. Okay.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, the Legend Swap 2-year point slow-mo seem to be working out so far. Use untouched on this first one. Back. Recovery connects into the wall, so Loris gets to hang on to this first stock.
And he's doing a good job of trying to bring things back even, keeping it close. If he can confirm here, he is like no harm, no foul on the second stock.
And I think that was the first hit on Use's second stock as well. So able to get at least a little bit before the inevitable recovery, Sair, whatever else comes through.
And that's not going to be enough. Lores is going to have to find a good option to get back up on stage. That resets his options. Use is going to go ahead and starve him out. Sword in a hand, the recovery is going to be enough, and we are all tied up. Use is just now barely in yellow. No harm, no foul off that first stock.
Yeah, and we have seen Use make comebacks of greater deficits before. Can he close this one out? Is it a 3-0, or is the Legend Swap to the Kaina enough for Loris to get on the board with 1?
I mean, he's got to get 1, right? I mean...
We want him to get 1. I mean, everyone wants him to get 1. But...
Nice snare.
World champions don't think like that.
They don't.
Say, you know, it's about to end.
No, that's what makes them champions. They just don't think like us.
So, off the top, really clean.
Bro.
Really clean from Loris. Okay.
It's looking good. The Kaina is so far working out very nicely for Lores. See if he's going to be able to continue this and try and push it into a game in the winner category.
Okay, finally seeing the D-Light from the spear activated a little bit more, expecting Use to come in with an early jump. Ooh, Loris with the cross-up was real clean.
He's trying to find a spot to get in here. The dare is going to break things loose a little bit. No, it's not. Another one into Nair. Disarm on Lores. Can he catch a landing? Lores with a great dodge.
Dodge in place. Yeah, that's insane. Okay, tries to cover everything, was Use, but in doing so actually just didn't cover anything. Finds the stock right there, potentially. Okay, at least a weapon starve off stage, nowhere to touch. This is last stock here, last chance for Loris. We're going to need to see 1 on the board. Is it enough? Is it enough?
Oh, can Lores get it done? Use is going to go ahead and starve him out. Great sword in hand. Didn't catch a landing. Lores is going to take it out with a Nair into recovery. Couldn't connect either one of them.
Oh, okay. That D-Light miss could have been huge. With each passing hit that Use gets, the chance slowly slips away for Loris.
Got back down the ground. Oh, he swung in the wrong direction.
Left side weapon spawn a little bit awkward, right? Whoever wins the first neutral exchange gets the starve. There's Loris. Actually just opts for the edge guard instead. Gonna get it right there. He's got one on the board off the back of the Kaina swap, and it is enough. But is it enough for 2 more games? You say no. I don't know if the people are saying yes.
That looked pretty nice. Like, the Kaina looked really good. I mean, I understand the Hattori had been working out for him all day long, but it just wasn't getting the job done against Use. That swap, though, was huge. Huge, huge, huge. Take a look at how Lores was able to finish that one off right there with the Sair. Come back over stage.
And I think the name of the game is keep platforms still if you're Loris. And it looks like all of our options here will get 1. So we go to Miami Dome now for game number 4. Once again, do or die for Loris.
Absolutely.
Has to win. Has to win or the tournament's just over, folks. So this is it.
All you can I make it's in chat. Give Lores your spirit energy.
3, 2,
Back to Miami Dome.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
static soft platforms. I believe this is where they played in game 1, and it worked out pretty well for Loris. Again, wasn't a game victory, but got very, very close, and the macro play in my mind seemed very sound. But that might be, it could have been exhausted recovery off the top for just like an astronomically early KO for Hughes.
And he's still about to get an early KO because Lores still has not been able to answer back as the Sayer disarms Lores, swap it over, starve, neutral sig, bump by.
Yeah, Hughes says it's over.
Yeah.
Guys, Hughes called, he said you're not making it, Chad. I'm sorry.
It's that line in the sand I love to talk about. Just that line in the sand saying, no, buddy, we're done right here, right now.
You had your fun. But it's time for the big boys to come out and play. I'm the world champion. I'm the SA champion for Winter Singles. First one at Esports Year 10. It might be used, but Loris
kind of cooking, though. He's back on this bow. See if he can get anything started with it.
Trying to make something happen here already off stage. Hughes waits it out. A little bit of exchange damage from both sides.
Ooh, big reach. Nice punish from Lores. That's 3 hits unanswered. Okay, the Nair is going to go to connect. Caught the landing on Lores.
Yeah, anti-air as well. Loris doesn't get awfully punished for it until right now.
Oh, he's trying to get that dodge read. He can't quite get it. It would be almost a guaranteed knockout if he can get it. Pogo from Lores. Weapon throw is going to connect. Hughes trying to find his way back up. He can't do it. Is he going to touch? Oh, recovery saves him. Has a weapon in hand. Neutral stick coming out. Can't connect with the throw. But there it is. Second time is the charm.
Slow-mo, he did everything right, and he still lost the stock. Loris did everything right, and he still lost the stock. Hughes is just different. Last stock here for Loris. I mean, Flo charted that edge guard phenomenally, but look at the numbers on the screen. Hughes still on his first stock, sitting in the red. This is just going to be Sayer, and it's just enough. I mean, Hughes knows. He just goes off the side, doesn't even want to play the mix-up there. He has so much runway to win this Winter Championship.
Wouldn't count Lores out at all, though. See if he's going to be able to get something. Oh, no, you can't whiff like that.
Loris needs to find a reversal, a huge string, something, and I just don't know if bow is the weapon to be able to do that. Slowly running out of options here. Hughes playing the whiff punish game, finds it off a little bit of an overextension from Loris in the right corner.
No, Hughes is dialing up that damage just a little too much here. Loris is
I think we got our champion, and we do. It is going to be Hughes, our first Esports Year 10 champion for South America.